Hi there folks, welcome to Microsoft Flight. My name's NovaWing24 and I'm back in the skies once again, here to show off one of my latest little colour schemes that I'm putting out. So without further ado, we'll go straight into the hangar and we'll show it off. So these ones are based on the P-51 DLC. So what we've got here first off is that we've got one from KG-200, and so captured by the Luftwaffe during the Second World War. So nice overall scheme. And then secondly, we've got another captured P-51D of 2 Staffel, which did a lot of the dissimilar air combat training. So right, so there we've got the two there, just give you the quick all-rounder there. But what we're going to do is, as always, we're going to take it for a quick dawn flight. So here we are, sitting up in a beautiful Alaska. Sitting up here, so okay, so the first one we've got here, as I said, so this one is a P-51 from 2 Staffel. Now, oh, excuse me, folks. We sort of flex our flaps there and get ready for takeoff. So this aircraft was captured in late 43, early 44, if my research is correct. Now this aircraft, along with other aircraft of 2 Staffel, actually went to various Luftwaffe airfields and actually went and worked with other pilots to actually give them some air training, to actually learn the best ways of engaging and to get a feel for the performance of their opponent. So it's a very important thing. I mean, we still do it today. So the USAF have their aggressor squadrons, and various other countries and nations make use of that, or very other similar things. Usually though, these days they're called dissimilar air combat training because they're using normal inventory aircraft, whereas during wartime you actually have access to captured aircraft from your opponent, so you can actually put them in and put them through your paces. There's a couple of things here now. You probably noticed that you can still see the US markings there, so you can see where the old codes were, you can see where the stars and bars would have been. Now if you actually have a look at, for anyone who's interested in reference photos from an aircraft captured, literally all they do is they paint out those markings to minimise the chance they're going to get shot down by their own forces, and then slap their own markings on top of it. So you do always get an outline of where the original markings always were. And obviously then you've got the high visibility yellow underneath. So as we can see, a nice beautiful shot of that as we climb into the sky. So you got the high visibility yellow underneath, and again just putting it through the paces. So you can just imagine being a Luftwaffe pilot, just being able to get your hands on that beautiful inline Merlin engine as it's roaring around the skies. And it's a very interesting topic, and I've chosen this one as something different. I had a few other P-51s on the go that I will publish at some point, but these ones really grabbed me and actually sort of said, yeah, you should think about actually having to play around with these ones. So overall, I think it's not too bad. Probably some people will say not very politically correct, but as I said, I put actual markings, and this is based on an actual. Both of these, as my historical ones are, based on actual real aircraft and markings that you can actually find and see. So, there you go. Putting it through a paces there. Just imagining that I'm a Luftwaffe test pilot, just doing that at the moment. Alright, so now we've shown off the first one. What we might do is we might jump over to our second one. So as I was saying, so the first one was 2 Staffel, which was an actual sort of Air Force unit dedicated to actually finding how other enemy aircraft works. Now this second one was the actual unit it belongs to is not 100% certain. This one was actually discovered by US forces in southern Germany in the closing days of the Second World War. It was found fully repainted in the olive drab scheme. It still maintained the yellow on the bottom, but the top of it had actually been fully recamouflaged. So there's sort of speculation that it possibly was associated with KG-200. Now, KG-200 Kampfgruppe 200 is a very interesting unit of the Luftwaffe during the Second World War. They they were sort of like the special operations kind of guys, if you would, of the Luftwaffe. So they made extensive use of prototype aircraft, but also of captured aircraft. And often what they would actually do is they would have them repainted and recolored into the schemes for either Luftwaffe, actual current Luftwaffe schemes, or have them, to be honest, actually painted back into the colours of the original aircraft that they actually were from. So they could operate clandestinely and operate over enemy territory with relative safety. Famously, they are the group that was actually usually responsible for providing transport for enemy or espionage agents that were being dropped into enemy territory. They would actually utilise Wellingtons. They would utilise, I believe there's some Sterling was used for that, but they would use Wellingtons that were repainted in predominantly Royal Air Force colours, and actually then used to fly over the British Isles and actually drop off their cargo of dangerous personnel and all the rest of it. So yeah, and I thought this one is an interesting one because it is a full camo one. I mean, usually, as I said, the schemes that are available are all the natural metal schemes for P-51s, but P-51s were fully camouflaged as well. So I think this is a nice, different way of actually presenting that. So there you go. Well, folks, that's pretty much me done. Hope you've enjoyed this little video. So, folks, if you are wanting to grab this scheme and muck around with it yourself in Microsoft Flight, obviously you're going to need the P-51 DLC. You'll also need, as always, the mod tool that allows us to put these beautiful skins on our aircraft. And the link is available. I'll pop it in the description for everyone. It's available for download from the AV Sim library, along with my other creations that you've seen on the channel here, along with a few other ones from various other producers. So definitely worth checking out. As always, guys, if you are looking for people to fly with, I cannot again recommend enough the team over at msflights.net. Jump on board, say hi, introduce yourself, and join us all for some group flights. So look forward to seeing you in the skies soon. Take care, guys. Be safe. Safe skies to all. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.